It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Ducks will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it out. It's Saunders. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. There he goes. Turning on the Jets. He's at the 30. At the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Moore to the air. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, that one falls incomplete, but you know this guy is a big part of their passing attack. You saw the last game out. He had multiple catches from the running back position. They're going to try to get that established in this game.
On the move, it's Whittington. It's a seam wide open. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Ducks are facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to get it through the air. Catch in the middle. It's Stewart. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Well, on that incompletion, the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page. I mean, that wasn't even close.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Stewart. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield. The Ducks need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. Just keep slinging it. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And how about this defense? Your offense goes right down the field, scores on the first drive, and now you come out, get a big sack on third down, and force a punt. You talk about creating momentum early and shutting the home crowd up. Mission accomplished.
They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Dropping back, it's Aller. Got his man out of the backfield. Wide open spaces. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. Now, Drew Aller feels as if he has unfinished business at Penn State. Tyler Warren is gone, but Aller still with a plethora of weapons at his disposal, and maybe, David, giving him a path to redemption in the college football playoff.
Yeah, and when we saw him finish, it wasn't the best, right? He made the big turnover. They had a chance to go to the national title game, but Penn State took some next steps, and he took some next steps. So if the talent in this offense, another year with Colton Ecke, the running backs back, like this offense could really take that next step.
Rolling, throwing, looking right. Intercepted to stop the threat.
And it's just a bad decision by the quarterback. I get that he's outside the pocket and plays breaking down, but you can't force it into your top receiver. If he's not open, you got to throw it away. The defense took advantage with the interception.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Gonna run it. It's Hughes. Got the first down and more. Sprinting away. Just what they needed, an explosive play in the running game, and they're out to the 49-yard line before he goes out of bounds.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
The Ducks, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They'll try the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. That's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try to...
Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. You can hear the roar all the way to Mount Nittany after he got in the backfield and made the play.
And they always give you something to roar about, don't you? These Penn State linebackers, I don't know where they find them, but year after year they find some of the best players in all of football.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Makes a grab past the marker. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Tight end now in motion. Out of the gun, the inside give. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I don't care who you are, but if you're going to have success offensively, you've got to have some semblance of a running game. They didn't have it their last time out. They obviously really struggled in that game. And in this one, just not getting enough push up front, and it's putting them in some really difficult situations.
Moore will throw. Zings it complete to the right. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
Yeah, And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
The inside handoff. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Two running backs alongside the quarterback. He's got two. He's got two. Now the play fake. Gets it out quickly. Touchdown Ducks! All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Yeah, and he did a really good job selling this, dropping back to pass, waiting a little bit of time, and giving his running back a chance to run down the field. He runs the real route. He's open, throws a strike, gets in for the touchdown.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Interesting matchup this week in the Mountain West, and it sure is playing out that way. Utah State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Aggies have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to West Virginia. The moment something changes in this Mountain West fight, you will hear about it here. Back to you guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. That gives him 100 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. Starting this drive like that is exactly what they had hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
We've seen this guy have tons of success. He had over 100 yards right before that run, but defense gets the better of him there. Nice job of adjusting up front. Good job being physical by that D-line, too.
That's caught. It's Reynolds. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping third downs management. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Austin. Shoots it to the left. Makes the grab. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41.
Man, and we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him moving inside. You see him moving outside. You see him moving in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot and just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
Handoff from the gun. Shakes off the defender. Just shedding tackles. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. The Nittany Lions kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Caught behind the line. It's Pena. Oh, out of space. Headed to the end zone. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Penn State.
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looks like he's going to try to return it. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Off-play action on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Looking for room. It's Hughes. Danced his way through traffic. Pick up a 4 to the 19. They're facing a third down. Moore to the air. Grab near the marker. It's Hughes. Still running at the 40. Speeding down the left side. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
And that is a backbreaker if you're the defense, because you've done your job up to that point. You've set up the offense in third and very long. You know they're going to throw it. You cannot allow a guy to get open that deep down the field for an explosive play. Somebody's going to have to answer for that when they get to the sidelines.
And the Ducks getting set on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Steps away to find some room. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Leads it with the back. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
The Ducks are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Oregon! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback. Good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Back to throw. It's Aller. Pulls it in. Oh, the ball squirts out. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
Well, the quarterback got it to his receiver and gave him an opportunity to make a few moves after the catch, but he's got to do a better job with ball security that time. That is a costly fumble.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The defense calls the timeout, their 2nd of the day, as they try to get their act together. So here they come going for it on 4th and long. The aftershocks of that earlier sack still reverberating. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. He's down at the 25-yard line. Waning moments of the first half. It is a first down. They needed a bunch on fourth down, and boy, did they get it.
And I get aggressiveness. We get aggressiveness. We want to be aggressive, take shots down the field. First half, they felt like fourth and long. No big deal, and they get it. I imagine we'll get a few more of those.
Moore will throw. Here's a heat. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in a rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Incomplete. Man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
Well, a great job in coverage on the back end by the defense. You just got to finish the play. That should have been a pick.
The Ducks need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Deep shot for the end zone. And it's intercepted in the end zone. No, he's out of bounds. Oh, so close to stopping the drive with a turnover in the end zone. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Splits the uprights. Good. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. He'll call for the fair catch here. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Looking to throw, it's Aller. He uncorks one deep. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're...
He's going to fire deep. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Nittany Lions will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll open the second half on the ground. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
More to the air. Throws for the tight end. Complete to the left. At midfield, he's got room. Found the seam on the left. There he goes. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks.
Now, tight ends do so much for your offense. They block like crazy. You pull them, you use them all over the place. And when you got a guy that can do this, it's just the cherry on top of the sundae, making big plays, going half the field plus to get the big touchdown.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Mountain West. Utah State is being humbled today. There's just no other way to say it. A complete and thorough thumping. They're trailing by 27 to West Virginia. The Mountain West likes to keep things interesting, and we'll circle back if anything big happens. Gentlemen?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. This tight end just creates matchup problems no matter how you try to defend him.
How about the catch radius on him, too? So as a quarterback, you don't have to be perfect when throwing it to him. You just got to get it somewhere in his vicinity, and he can come up with the catch.
He now has 115 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. Back to throw, it's Allen. Here's the pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries, you got to get pressures, and when you can get hits and make him feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
Grab near the marker, it's Ross. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. They're dealing with a second and long. Throws it back. Under fire. He's going to take off. Across the 25, he's got room. Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
They'll move the tight end. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss. This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. To the air, it's Allen. Got his man. Runs through the tackle. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
Get the completion, and now you set up a manageable third down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. They'll try to power their way ahead. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Trailing by multiple possessions in the third and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Caught near the sticks. It's Ross. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And they take it in for 6 more points. They just took the air out of that thing. That might be an understatement. They took the ball away and just wore down, just grinded away at that defense.
And took a lot of time off the clock in the process as well. I'm impressed with the physicality up front of this offense, because that's where it all starts. If you're going to march the ball down the field like they just did, you've got to be dominating in the trenches, and they are doing that in this game right now.
Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Running back searching for a hole. Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, 3rd quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more
intercepted for the 11th time. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
Just such a nice job by him, understanding his responsibility in that cover 2 zone scheme. He's just floating over the middle of the field. He's just very aware of tight ends and running backs around him. And as soon as he sees color, as soon as he sees an intended target, he's already running that way. He's able to jump the throw and pick it up.
Looking left. He's got it. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. These guys have staggered around a little bit in this one. It would be a really good time to get things going if they want to hold off the upset bid.
But they're the favorite for a reason, Reese, and they've got the playmakers on the field. They're only 1 play.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State! And that one will give them the lead.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point is good, and they have a 28-24 lead. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Stewart. Fights off a defender. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Moore will throw. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Makes the grab on the big throw. Touchdown, Oregon! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. This guy's putting the Oregon offense on his shoulders, carrying them however you want, on the ground or through the air.
Nah, I mean, so fun to watch when you got a guy that can do this. And we've seen it with the Ducks in history, man. They've had some great ones that put their team on their shoulders. You need me to run it, I'll run it. You need me to throw it, I can do that too.
Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. Fielded in the end zone, it's Saunders. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Looking to the big tight end. And it's picked off for the third time today. They didn't give him much on the return, but they are in prime scoring position at the 22.
And this ball looks like it just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right decision. He was going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on the throw, and that leads to the interception.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Going right to work up top. He's got it. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
What's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives their defense something to think about.
They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3.
And Tartar coaches this week, that's their guy. The running back is the guy they feel the most confident in. So I expect down the stretch, when you got a lead in this football game, you're going to keep hammering away with your best player.
Moore to the air. Firing to the right, complete. And the Ducks will move the sticks.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
They want that clock to run. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They are a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. They'll send the back in motion. Direct snap. It's Hughes. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Almost intercepted in the end zone, and what a red zone stop that would have been. It'll be fourth down.
Man, is that the opportunity they needed. That is exactly what this defense needed. They need to swing momentum. They needed to get the ball back to their offense if they wanted to win this football game. Just such a huge missed opportunity.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the Mountain West, which is why this one is notable. Utah State is being humbled today. There's just no other way to say it. A complete and thorough thumping. They're trailing by 37 to West Virginia. We've got our finger on the pulse of everything in the Mountain West and all around college football. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Looking for a man. It's Allard. Swings it out to the flat. He breaks the tackle. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Rush is on him. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Then he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
The Ducks can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll run it from the gun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Ducks line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. I wasn't sure that one was going to get there, but had just enough gas to make it over the crossbar. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Dropping back, it's Aller. Quick completion on the out route. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Wants to go up top.
And the offense,
he unleashes a long one. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
Time is not on their side right now. They can't afford too many more incompletions like that. They need to come up with some connections, and they've got to score points. They've got to get this passing game going now.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Pocket breaking down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
and we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Hauls it in, the first down and more. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Pressure coming. Looking for the end zone. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
No reason to do anything here except keep it on the ground on 2nd and 5. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Takes a handoff. It's Whittington. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Smart offense. I love it, man. Make them use that timeout. Run the football. I can run the football and let that clock now tick inside of a minute. I'm in great situation to win this football game. Just be smart and keep that thing running.
What a game. We had a furious fight all the way to the final ticks, and that one is going to be remembered forever.
And I think when you're the #1 team in the country, you're coming in expecting to win. You're the favorites. Everybody's